With the crowd on the beach chanting his name and historic Big Red making up the backdrop, Republican presidential hopeful Mitt Romney made a stop in our backyard tonight, trying to push our critical swing state in his direction.
But before Romney even stepped foot in Holland, he was making news today already.
A report surfaced this afternoon at ABC News, saying in part that Florida Senator Marco Rubio was out of the running to be Romney's vice presidential candidate. That was a bit of a shock, and Romney quickly said that those reports were wrong.
There are only two people in this country who know who are being vetted and who are not, and that's Beth Myers and myself. And I know Beth well. She doesn't talk to anybody. The story was entirely false. Marco Rubio is being thoroughly vetted as part of our process.
Who Romney's running mate will be was not the focus tonight at Holland State Park. Instead, he wanted to get this message across. Michigan is important. And he's right. Our state is one of 12 considered a toss-up in November. Winning these swing states shaded in gray will be crucial in taking the White House. 24-hour News 8's Mark Thompson talked with both Republicans and Democrats in Holland tonight to get reaction to what Romney said.
Governor Romney traveled 6 states on his Every Town Counts bus tour, wrapping up here beachside in Holland State Park before a hometown crowd.
I love our people. I love the beauty of these lakes.
His first words, reflections on the beauty of the state in which he grew up. But then Governor Mitt Romney got down to business, outlining his vision for the country in broad economic strokes.
We've got to get rid of Obamacare if we're going to create jobs.
Romney jabbing consistently at President Obama.
He first began by saying, well, you know, the private sector's doing fine. Yeah, that was the reaction from across America, all right?
Earning points from supporters with each power shot.
We've gone through some tough times over the last 3.5 years, and that's about to end.
Republican leadership stood beachside by his side, including Congressman Bill Huizenga and State Representatives Dave Agema and Joe Haveman. We asked these conservative leaders if Romney was conservative enough.
I think so. Not only is he conservative enough, if you just compare the Democratic side and the Republican side, I think there's no comparison.
There's no alternative. He's conservative enough. He's the right man for the job.
But on the flip side,
I found the crowd here to be very subdued and rather small, frankly.
That diss from the Democrat, Michigan Party Chair Mark Brewer, challenging Governor Romney on just about every point.
Refuses to address his opposition to rescuing the domestic auto industry, won't talk about his terrible job creation record in Massachusetts or all the jobs he destroyed at Bain Capital.
But this was Romney's night, and it was he who left the audience with lasting words.
Michigan, if you vote for me, if Michigan gives me the win, I'll be the next president of the United States.
Governor Romney will be staying here in the Holland area overnight before attending a private fundraiser in Grand Rapids tomorrow. In Holland, Mark Thompson, 24-hour News 8.
Earlier, you heard State Democratic Chair Mark Brewer criticize Romney for not talking about his opposition to the auto bailout. Well, earlier today, our political reporter Rick Alvin asked Romney during a one-on-one interview what his plan would have been.
Well, my policy had the same objective as the people in Detroit. I wanted to see the auto industry thrive and grow, and felt it needed to go through a managed bankruptcy to be able to do so. It took the president a little longer to come around to that way of thinking. He ultimately took the auto industry through bankruptcy. They went through that process, and now with support that they've received from government and the American people, they've come back strong. That's a good thing. I'd have done it faster than he did and saved us about $20 billion.
And you can see Rick's entire interview with Romney this Sunday morning. That's at 10 o'clock on To the Point. And despite the contentious political atmosphere in our nation, a lot of folks here in our area will likely be talking tomorrow about what kind of ice cream Romney ate. Like several politicians before him, Romney stopped at Captain Sunday in Holland. He ordered the peanut butter shipwreck with vanilla ice cream.